glad we got together. We don't get together often enough, you know that.
I know. We're so busy, and I'm really glad you could make it.
I'm glad too.
Yeah.
And we're so close.
I know.
I mean, we live so close by. I don't know what's wrong with us.
I'm glad you told me that.
What is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. My son Steve visited me this weekend.
Ooh, how is he?
He's great, but he brought these cards over to me. And I says, what are those? And he says, well, Mom, you know, I've been trying to talk with you for the past couple of years about end-of-life stuff. You know, when you get old, not now, but when you get old.
Oh, yes. Things we don't like to talk about.
Yeah. And he said, you always get nervous. And I said, Steve, I am nervous talking about it. And he said, well, Mom, that's why I brought these over to you. Because these are to help you with that nervousness. So
really?
that you're able to start talking about the end-of-life issues. And that piqued my curiosity. So, see?
Go wish game.
Go wish. So he brought over these cards, and he said, Mom, you know, I'd like you to go through these. So what he did was he showed me. He said, Mom, I want you to look at these cards. You know how you like to play cards? You like to play bridge? He said, what I want you to do is you pick a card, and you're going to have 3 piles. The first pile is you're going to read something, and it's going to be really important to you. Put that in this pile. The second pile is for things that are important, but not quite so important. The third pile is going to be for things that are important, but least important. So, let's see. I went through all of these. I'll go over a couple of them with you. So, to be treated the way I want. I thought, you know, that's what I really want. I want what I want. I always have. So I'm putting that in pile 1. The second one, let's see. To remember personal accomplishments. Well, you know, as I get older, that's less important to me. So I'm going to put that in pile 3. I'm more living in the now, not remembering my personal accomplishments.
Interesting.
To have my funeral arrangements made. You know, I'm putting that in pile 3 too, because I've already done that.
So this is about end-of-life decisions.
End-of-life decisions.
Wow.
To be at peace with God. Well, you know, I'm an agnostic. But I do want to be at peace, so I'm going to put that in pile 2.
Okay, I think I'm starting to
So
understand
you
this.
getting the hang of this?
I believe so.
So, I went through all of these cards, and you know what? After I went through all of them and put everything in 3 piles, really helped clarify for me what were the most important things for me. What were my priorities? So, and that was really, really helpful. Well, would you like me to leave the deck with you?
Sure. I'll look through them.
Okay.
Steve, can you come in here for a minute?
Yes, dear. What is it?
I wanted to talk about something that's really important.
Well, it better be important. The game's only half over.
Yesterday, we had a speaker at our auxiliary club, and she talked about something that I think was really important. She said that a lot of times when we're at the end of life and can't communicate what we really want, it's important that the spouse knows what that person really wants.
No. You know how I feel about this. I don't want to talk about it. It's something we don't have to talk about now. We're way too young. We'll talk about it later, okay?
but she had something that I think can help us talk about it a little bit easier. Here's how it goes. She has these Go Wish cards. They're kind of like Go Fish cards, but here's how it works. I give you a stack of cards, and I have the same cards. What I want you to think about is, what would I want at the end of my life? Do you actually know what I might want?
Yeah, I know what you
Well,
want.
you
I
may
do.
or you may
Yeah.
not, but this is a way that we can talk about it. And so here's what you do with the cards. You lay them out in 3 piles. One pile would be what you think would be most important to me. The second pile, would be what you think is important, but not as important as the first pile.
Mm-hmm.
And the third pile would be things that you feel would not be so important to me. I'm going to do the same, and then we'll switch. Want to give it a try?
All right.
Okay.
I get it. Okay. There. Okay. Now what?
All right. So what I want you to do now is take the pile of cards that you feel represents what would be most important to
All
you.
right. These guys.
And I will do the same for you.
You want to show them to
And
you?
yeah, I want to
All right.
see. And then we'll compare.
All right.
Wow. This
Oh
is
my
really
gosh.
interesting. We have some things that really match, and we have a couple of things that are a little bit surprising. So look at what we match
time.
on. One thing that is really, really important to me is not dying alone.
I figured, and you know what, honey? You don't have to worry
I
about
know.
it. You really don't. I will be there.
I'm really glad that we both have that.
Yeah, we both feel that way.
Not being short of breath, that's another one. I've seen what that looks like. It's very
Mhm,
scary. The thing that probably isn't as important is the card that says not being connected to machines.
Really?
I might
Oh,
want
no.
to. I might want to be connected if I felt that it would help me stay clear and lucid and be able to communicate. And if machines would help me do that, that would be okay.
Oh, no, that's important to me, though.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
want to be connected. Well, yours really surprised me, too. I had no idea that would be a priority, to say goodbye to people in your life. To the important-
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I had no idea, honey.
Yeah. That is so
Yeah.
important to me, to be surrounded by people so I can get some closure and they can get some closure.
I am so
this one's
glad.
real important.
And to be kept clean.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but
Yeah.
but now I can understand that.
Yeah. Isn't this interesting?
Right.
How again
Yeah.
there is some surprises for both of us here.
All right, let's do me.
Oh, I thought you had a game to watch.
Oh, that's at halftime. Don't worry about it. Let's do it.
All
Come
right.
on. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Mom, I'm done with the cabinet. Is there anything else you need?
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, I really appreciate that.
No
Come on in, have a seat.
Sure, what's up?
I'd like to talk to you about something really important to me.
Okay.
You know, one of these days I'm going to die, right?
Oh, Mom. Let's not go there.
I know, but it's going to happen, you know, hopefully later. But in the meantime, I want you and your sister Bonnie to know what my priorities are. So, you know what happened with Grandpa?
Right.
He didn't tell us what he wanted. The doctors were confused. We were upset. I don't want that to happen to me.
I don't either, but,
Okay.
you know, can we not talk about this now? Can I take you to lunch?
Sweetie, this is really important to me. Please, let's talk about it right now, okay?
Okay, if it's that important.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Okay. Now, what I've done is I have these cards called Go Wish Game. And they describe all kinds of different things that I might want at the end of life. So to give you an example, in this first pile of the mental, my top priority is not being a burden to my family. And so, you know, I really don't want you and Bonnie to have to go into hock for my medical bills, okay? And to be mentally aware and so on down the pile. And then the very end is my least important thing in that category. The next one is medical. And this top one is to have a doctor who knows me as a whole person.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I remember how Grandpa had all those random doctors coming.
Right. So hopefully, we can make sure that I've got a doctor that I know and that you know, and
Right.
everything is good. So on down this category. The next category is physical. And does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Okay.
totally get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
What I'd like you to do is we'll take these, I'll give these to you, and you and Bonnie get together and go over the cards and how I've prioritized them and see what's the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm meeting with her later in the week, so
Okay.
I'll take it and we can go through them.
Great. And we'll just rubber band these.
Oh, okay.
and,
Yeah, let me help you
make
out.
sure we don't mix them up. And then when you're through, when you and Bonnie are through, then you can, the three of us can get back together and discuss it and settle it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
All right.
Oh, thank you.